A weak day of trade for the Indian equity markets. If you look at the benchmark, it doesn't look too bad with gains of about 0.1% for the Nifty 50. But you look a little deeper and you'll find that a lot of this, or rather all of this, is on account of one counter, and that's Reliance Industries, which gained about 4% or thereabouts in trade today, contributing all of the gains on the Nifty 50. You saw the metal index as a whole that also contributed, and a few of those components were shining in trade for the Nifty 50 as well. You had Tata Steel as well as JSW Steel end with gains of close to 3% each. You also had the likes of Bharti Airtel, Adani Enterprises, HDFC Life, Sun Pharma, Bajaj Auto, as well as Hindalco gain over 1% in trade. But a bulk of the Nifty 50 as well as a bulk of the market as a whole traded in the red. You saw the market breadth favoring the declines. And the worst performers on the benchmark index today were the IT majors. You saw HCL Tech, the worst performer, down about 3% in trade. You also saw Wipro and TCS that lost ground and were among the worst performers. All three of those companies will be reporting their earnings for the first quarter later this week. And it seems that concerns about the outlook for the current financial year for these IT majors is rising as we speak. The other counter that underperformed today was Titan, which lost about 3% on account of a downgrade by a leading brokerage firm. And that's because the lean season for this jewelry major is going to be larger this financial year, and that's not very good for the business outlook for this financial year. From the sectoral perspective, you saw IT as a whole that lost about 1.2% in trade, and a bunch of other sectors also lost ground, not least of which the FMCG index, which was down about 0.8%, and auto as a pack, which also lost about 0.6%. I mentioned at the start, metal was the bright spot. That was the one sector that gained about 1.7%, and you also had oil and gas on account of Reliance Industries that was up about 0.6%. Attention focus changes to earnings now. IT is just around the corner, and the profit booking that you saw at the end of last week seems to be taking over this week as well. That's at least what we saw in the first trading session this week.